Alright, what's up guys, it's Arctic here, and today I wanted to make a video on why One Piece pretty much just lives in my head rent-free, I guess you could say. So obviously it's a pirate story and it's about pirates. Or really, I think it's about families who are constantly clashing for the title of king. Now I know, but no, this isn't Game of Thrones, so hold on, just stick with me. So for now, I honestly can see a deep connection between all of the crews that we've seen in the show. I guess except for a couple, some of them, they kind of just don't really care about each other. And what we've heard about like the Rocks pirates, they don't seem to really care about each other. But the best examples of these families for crews would be, of course, Big Mom's family, because they're all actually family. For the most part, aside from a couple of other characters that she hires, they're all related, they're all her kids, and she truly is Big Mom. And then we get Whitebeard, who is, you know, kind of just like Big Dad. They call him Pops, and everybody in his crew isn't actually his kids, but they all call him Pops because that was his thing. He wanted to make a big family. So that in general, I think, is one of the themes of One Piece, but it's not the theme I wanted to talk about today. Today I wanted to talk about my favorite theme in One Piece. So in episode 4, we see these guys, these like bandits, right? And to me, is when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, are these like other pirates? Because I mean, it was episode 4. I don't really know what a pirate looks like in this show. I only know what a pirate looks like in terms of general media. And these guys kind of acted and seemed like pirates. But then we understand what a real pirate looks like and a real pirate crew looks like. When Lucky Roo, when Lucky Roo does his thing, right, we understand, okay, so these guys are the true pirate crew. And eventually, you know, Luffy gets kind of captured, right, and Shanks has to come get him. When Shanks comes and gets him, he sets Luffy free. And not only does he set Luffy free, he does it with honor. And I think that this is one of the major things that not only shaped the themes of the show, but shaped what Luffy became later on. I think eventually Luffy obviously is going to become someone that can honor and embody both of those things to the T. Honorable and fighting for freedom. Now, honorable. A lot of people hear that and Luffy isn't exactly the first person you think of. However, we have to think how honorable really is Luffy. Luffy doesn't sugarcoat things, and he's not necessarily polite about it either. Until you admit to yourself that you need some type of help, Luffy will just keep going on about his day and just let you suffer. But when you admit that you truly need that help, Luffy will let you do whatever you have to do to come to that conclusion, and then he'll do anything in his power to make sure that he can help you. The earliest example we see of this is in Vivi. They all kind of got along in a really great manner. It was cool to see their interactions actually, but Luffy wasn't going to just help her just because. And I think that was pretty telling about his character and the way that he's going to deal with things. We see him do it with later in Momonosuke as well. So this isn't something that just happens, that he just happened to do. This is definitely something that's a part of his character. And I think that this is one of the best aspects I've seen in a character, because not only is he willing to help, but he'll become a hero for the right reasons. However, the whole time he says that he's not here to be a hero. So he's not just doing them just completely out of good fortune, completely out of goodwill. You gotta at least feed him. And I think that that adds to his tropes and a lot of things with the show as well. So I talked about how he had to save Vivi and go to Arabasta and things like that. And eventually that does happen, but on the way, there's a lot more that happens. And this is when I get back to talking about when he was building the crew. For example, when he found his navigator Nami, she was trying to play him, and in the end, she was the one actually getting played by Arlong. What did Luffy do? He decided, no, this isn't right. We're gonna do something about it. And then we get one of the coolest scenes in the entire show with the Arlong Park walk. And I think that this is an amazing moment in the show, because this shows the connection that he will have with his crewmates and what he's willing to do for them. And this is also another amazing tie-in to what I think is the major theme of the show, freedom. because Luffy is able to liberate not only Nami, but everybody who is really just oppressed by Arlong and the people there. He's able to liberate them of this so that they can then be free. So honestly, there's a lot of other themes that I want to discuss, but the video will eventually become way too long. So I can expand on family, but the next video I'm going to talk about perceptions and how they are handled in One Piece and why I think that is another major theme. And that's pretty much it, but make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you did like that. I'll see you guys later. Zertica.